Hey everybody, it is April the 7th and we're heading into the Easter weekend. We had the big labor report that came out this morning. I want to kind of give you an update, let you know what happened with that. Also talk just for a second about what's happening with home prices in Atlanta over the last month. So we'll kind of dig into it. If you remember, we had talked about the ADP payroll report, which came out on Wednesday, and it said we had probably created about 145,000 new jobs. So to fast forward to today, and the non-farm payrolls came out and the number was a little bit bigger. It was 245,000 or somewhere in that line, but we missed that number. It was about 90,000 over the ADP forecast. So let's take a look at the chart and let me show you what happened today. It's pretty interesting. So the first thing I'll show you is this is the chart for today. And we started off right here, just a little bit down from yesterday, but through the course of the day, we really fell all the way down. So we dropped all the way down to the 25-day moving average. But if you'll see, we bounced back up really nicely and closed right at the 50-day moving average. So we're trading right in between the 100-day and the 50-day moving average. I think that's going to be a support zone for us for the next couple of days, unless we get some, really surprising new information. But that's looked like what's going to happen. We got a little bit of support. So rates are going to stay just about the same, somewhere close to the mid sixes. So the next question is how is that going to impact home values with rates staying about where they are? So let's take a look at some information. And I want to show you a chart that I found just really super interesting to take a look at. So I'll show you this one real quick. Let me scroll over and get to that one. So we'll scroll over here and shrink this down. And what I want to show you is home pricing has gone up 73 years, gone down 7 years, and stayed the same at 0% since 1941. So there is a pretty strong track record of home prices literally going up every single year. And then you see we get a couple of years where the home prices kind of stagnate for a little bit. So the next question you're going to look at, or the next thing you're going to look at, is right over here at 2010, 2011, 2009, in that time frame. And you can see that home prices had probably in this chart the biggest decline that they've had, where they dropped 8, 10, 12, 4, 3, just some pretty noticeable drops during those years. But here's the thing. What I want to tell you about that is that market was really completely, totally different. In fact, it was very unique in the fact that if you remember, you might have heard of stated income, stated asset, or the ninja loans with no income, no job, no assets. Those were the loans that were being done back in 2005, 6, 7, 8. That is a big part of what caused that problem. And it was not only that, but it was exacerbated by the fact that we had massive, massive inventory levels at that time. Well, let's fast forward that to today, and I think you'll find that we're not anywhere close to the same situation. So what you're going to find now is that if you look at the inventory levels over the last few years, 17, 18, 19, it's just continually declining. And we've got a really big supply and demand problem. If you've talked to any realtors, the one thing they're going to tell you is we just have a tremendous shortage of inventory, and it's as illustrated by that chart, and that's why. So when a really good house goes up for sale, you're still going to see maybe 2, 3, 4 offers on that house in a matter of 2 days. So it's still a super competitive market. If rates fall this summer, it's going to get even more competitive. That's why I think this might be a good time to jump in, look a little earlier, and then if rates fall, you can always refinance. According to, I believe it was Case Shiller, that home prices actually, no, I take that back. It was Blackrock. They tracked it and said that home prices increased by 0.16% in February. So we're seeing it leveling out. We're certainly not seeing it fall like some people thought. And I think we're going to see it continue to level out. And if rates fall and we get a little bit more pressure on homes, we may see some price increases towards the end of the year. I'll keep you updated as things change. Thanks a lot. Have a great Easter weekend, everybody. Take care, and we'll talk to you next week.